Benedictine gets a 4-goal night from Mike Wilk and a 5-point night from Matt Carson to hammer Solon 10-1 on Friday night in Red Central play as the GCHSHL gets ready for Barron Cup play next week at Brooklyn. We'll keep it pretty simple here, folks. The Bengals looked pretty solid, especially in the opening period. I had them for 17 shots on goal in the opening period, and I really liked the way that they moved the puck there in the first 15 minutes as they took a 4-0 lead. The forecheck, they weren't exerting a ton of energy on the forecheck, but it was efficient enough to the extent that they were able to really drive up their puck possession well. And with the way that they were moving the puck, it made things really difficult on the Comets. Obviously, Solon is in the midst of a rough year. They've got a pretty young hockey team. They only have 3 wins on the year, weren't able to make the Barron Cup 1 field. So a tough deal for them. So obviously a winnable game here for Benedictine, and they took care of business pretty effectively. Could the second and third period have been a little bit better? Yeah, no doubt, but I think that opening period just kind of, took any drama certainly out of the game there. They're up 4-0, 7-1 after 2, and there wasn't really much drama to go around on this occasion. Benedictine handled their business, and I think they can be a pretty dangerous hockey team once we get to Barron Cup 1 next week at Brooklyn. Now, I'm not thrilled with the fact that the voting for Barron Cup 1 took place with league games still remaining, but that's a separate point for another day. But I've been encouraged by some of the signs I've seen from Benedictine over the course of this season. Being able to beat a team like Hudson, beating a team like Strongsville in overtime, hanging for a little more than 2 periods with Menor the last time that I saw the Bengals over at Heights. They have some capability. Matt Carson is a very good playmaker, a great puck handler. For the Bengals, has been a program staple for quite a long period of time, as has Andrew Schiffer as well. They have some veteran leadership. They have some young guys stepping up and producing and developing. And I was talking to one of the parents during the course of the game. They've got, it sounds like 7 skaters coming in next year. So Bob, in his return to leading the program, has Benny in a really nice place right now. Yeah, they're under 500, going into the Barron Cup, so we don't want to overstate it, but I think we're seeing signs from the Bengals. This was a winnable game. They took control of it. They grasped it, and it did pretty solid, and we'll take it from there. And who knows what will happen at the Barron Cup. We've seen Tristan Cotter be able to put together some really nice hockey between the pipes at times. For 2 periods there against Menor, that was as good as I've seen Tristan play. If he can play like that at Brooklyn, maybe Benny's able to spring an upset. We'll see what happens, but like I said, it's a solid team when they've got everything clicking, and they pretty much had everything clicking tonight, and it looked pretty darn good as they hammered Solon 10-1 on Friday night in Red Central action.